Romitalla Mohamed Osman, the permanent representative of the African Union to China, highlighted in a recent interview with Global Times that the 2024 summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, that just concluded in Beijing, is significant for China-Africa relations. He believes that China and Africa have mutually beneficial needs and expresses hopes for the implementation of more policies in China's support in agriculture, industry, and talent development to Africa. The O is the first regional international organization to sign a cooperation plan with China Proposed Belt and Road Initiative BRI and establish a working coordination mechanism. In Osman's view, China-Africa cooperation can effectively promote the realization of Africa's development blueprint, Agenda 2063, and accelerate industrialization in Africa. In 2018, the O established a representative office in China, with Osman as the first O permanent representative to China, having witnessed the upgrading of China-Africa relations. In 2023, China launched the Initiative on Supporting Africa's Industrialization and implemented the Plan for China Supporting Africa's Agricultural Modernization and the Plan for China-Africa Cooperation on Talent Development under the framework of the FOCAC to support Africa's development and prosperity with concrete steps. According to Osman, these initiatives cover areas that are urgently needed for Africa's modernization efforts and will help African countries enhance their development capabilities. Industrialization is a necessary path for the African continent to achieve development and is an important cornerstone for Africa's prosperity and strength. Osman believes that deepening cooperation between Africa and China will strongly promote the realization of the AU Agenda 2063 and accelerate the industrialization process in Africa. African countries have a significant demographic advantage, with a high proportion of young people, and cooperation between Africa and China in talent development will help to unleash the demographic dividend of African nations, he said. Osman noted that China and Africa are making progress to heighten trade, with Kenyan flowers and avocados already making their way into the Chinese market, and Ethiopian and Rwandan coffee being enjoyed by Chinese consumers. He believes that trade between China and African countries still has great potential for growth. The envoy criticized the Western narrative of China engaging in neo-colonialism in Africa. He stated that African countries share many common concerns with China, which has always listened to Africa's voice and provided steadfast support. Historically, Western colonizers plundered Africa's resources and showed indifference to local construction and development in Africa.